It is the second week of The Apprentice, and this week the lovable bunch of corporate dofusses have to decorate a hotel room. The result? Well, I'm pretty sure that my 6-year-old could do a better job, even if it would be a Pokemon Haribo-inspired multicolored nightmare. Great British Bake Off. The 7 hand-raised pie ranked from worst to best, even more outlandish than the hotel rooms were Jeff's awkward breakdance moves and his mention of breakdancing in the boardroom. Here are the 31 Tokerlin quotes from tonight's episode, which made us cringe. 1. Harrison, they haven't got a chance, the girls. I actually genuinely think we're going to smash it. Awkward. 2. Lord Alan Sugar, good luck, and I'll see you back in the boardroom in a few days' time where at least one of you will be checking out of the process. 3. Ross, I don't do 5-star. My experience of hotels have been Travelodges. I still eat Pop-Tarts and I'm 29 years old. PFFRT. 4. Siobhan, well, I've spent a hell of a lot of time at these kind of hotels, and in particular in the hotel rooms. Side eyes all around the table, so I kind of know what's needed in these rooms. 5. Saj, I give them the fruits, it's now up to them to make the juice. 6. Ross, guys, I'm going to structure this conversation. We're going to need someone on money. I think that smells like you, Jeff. 7. Jeff, design is everything in this task. We don't need 4 minus 3 equals 1. And you're asking the guy who has a bachelor's of maths to do it. I'm creative as well. How many bankers do you know that can breakdance awkwardly? Breakdances. 8. Ross, awesome. Sounds like we're good to go, guys. Do you want to, I don't know, touch each other? High five. 9. Michaela, I think Elizabeth just lives on another planet. Camera cuts to Elizabeth being told to stop measuring stuff. There's just no point in saying, oh, come and do this, because she'll just make everything worse. 10. Jeff, talking about the room's concept, so I think we can focus maybe on a celebrity. Elton John. Tim Henman. Ross, let's just quash that immediately. 11. Bushra, I really love that. Something to do with the setting. Fir trees. Joanne, is there such a thing as a tree with fur? Bushra, it's fur. 12. Michaela, Bushra, we're not idiots. What we want to know is what color is it and what furniture you want us to get. Great British Bake Off. The 10 colored bread sculptures ranked from worst to best. Bushra, thank you guys, I have to go. Landscape, greenery, water, stone. By Sarah Jane, she's gone. Michaela, she's a bell. And 13. Sarah Jane, personally I'm really annoyed with Bushra. Michaela, have $5,000 then. Yeah, just buy whatever you want. Siobhan, whatever's happened, we need to just let it go. Start singing Disney's Frozen half-heartedly. Let it go. Let it go. 14. Jeff, looking at this, I don't think travel. I can only see Big Ben and the Olympics. Charles I actually think a Chinese tourist would look at the Houses of Parliament and Olympic Games. Jeff, out of everyone, I think I'm the only one that was a Chinese tourist. 5 years ago, I was a Chinese tourist. 15. Elizabeth giving Siobhan painting advice. Elizabeth, they'll come and check you over in 5 minutes. Siobhan sarcastically, yes Elizabeth, we need to get a smoother finish as possible, so basically what I want you to do, Sarah Jane, can we just concentrate on our own things and leave everyone else alone? Elizabeth, am I clear? Then I'm not to help Siobhan. Michaela, do help her, but it was just thick already. Elizabeth, nose out of joint. Do you know what? Maybe you give her a hand and let me do this. 16. Jeff, next to a Queen's Guard statue. This to me screams British. Ross, yup, totally agree. I would also totally scream no because it's absolutely disgusting. 17. Elizabeth, are you happy for me to take the lead on this? Guys behind her back, they all shake their heads. 18. Andrew, I don't want to sound sexist, but when we heard painting and decorating, we all knew we'd get this one. Even more awkward seeing as they lost. 19. Sajin, can I just say, I think it would be a mistake for people to stay in their rooms. Expert designer, please, if I've paid £750 a night for my room, don't tell me how I should use it. 20. Ross, with the group guys, honestly we all worked exceptionally well. Ross privately to camera, so I'm pretty disappointed by Jeff's performance in the pitch. His one task on this project was to stay on top of the finances, and he didn't do that over the 2 days. 21. Hotel manager, what happened to the chest of drawers? Sarah Jane, so we've got the desk which has drawers. Design expert, I can't put my underwear in the desk. 22. Lord Sugar, Elizabeth, it's usually rude to talk about a woman's measurements, but you had your tape measure. Elizabeth I did, sir. Lord Sugar, you went a bit nuts, measuring here, measuring there. Elizabeth I, like a little bit of detail. Lord Sugar. Siobhan, detail. Odd, trailing off, I think that's the thing she gave sometimes. Lord Sugar, cutting her off, right, so 23. Lord Sugar, I can see you've got a fireplace. Did you buy the furniture for firewood or what? 24. Lord Sugar, the statement piece was these old golf clubs. What statement is that supposed to make? Then we give up. 25. Alan Golf theme room. Well, I can tell you what, this design is full of holes. Grown 26. Lord Sugar, I wouldn't get too excited. It's not a case of I liked it more, I hated it less. 27. Lord Sugar, the colors. If I stayed in that room I'd wake up in the middle of the night and think I was in the middle of a trifle. 29. Lord Sugar, who wants to go into a room with a load of suitcases when, what do you bring in the room? Suitcases. What's the point of this, Sajan? You can potentially use it as a way of putting your clothes to the side instead of using a shelf. Karen, so you take your clothes out of your own suitcase and put them in someone else's. 30. Ross to Lord Sugar, I'm trying actually to explain, preferably not to be rude. Uninterrupted would be really helpful just so I can get everything across. 31. Jeff, I have a background in breakdancing and you have to be creative to do breakdancing. More. 20. Funniest, cringy and most obnoxious quotes from this week's The Apprentice. More Great British Bake Off. The 6th Tagliatelle ranked from worst to best.